The thing I liked the most in middle school was all the projects. I like doing homework and like all those like little tedious things. It's not like I struggled in it. It was just boring. It wasn't like stimulating for my mind.
Exploration time is kind of just a time to go explore different things. There's an art space if you want to learn how to do art. I'm in the production lab right now, so you can do like woodworking, welding, metalworking, or you can go to like the recording studio and work on music. So it's really just a time where you can go try new things.
Gibson Ek is a different way of learning that actually helps you in life. Here at Gibson Ek, we learn by experience. We don't have to take tests on science because we experience science. We do so many labs, we do so many procedures. We can tell you some facts about what we do, but we can better tell you the process in which it happens because it's more memorable.
But not memorizing.
Yeah, like if you want to memorize for fun, sure, but it's not required.
Going to USC, I have a lot of friends who take classes just for the credit so that they can graduate. They're not actually paying attention to the knowledge that they're learning. And what Gibson Ek taught me was to care about all of that knowledge, to care about what you're learning. And if you can't find that kernel of interest, to study something else.
So at Gibson Ek, we flip the script. And in a traditional model, a student registers for a class, and then the teacher says, we're going to do these units. And when you complete those units, you will have built these skills and this set of knowledge. And we just start at the other end. So we say, okay, we need to build these skills and develop this knowledge. How do you want to do it? They might say, I have this incredible idea for a project, or I'm going to do an internship where I really get to dive deep into marine biology, or into data analysis, or into communications. So they have the opportunity to figure out, where do I want to go deep and really do this in a different way? And where might I have a teacher guide me through a project that lets me get at some of those skills or some of that knowledge?
A design lab is an 8-week course on wide-ranging subjects from art, like ceramics and pottery, but also inquiry labs like philosophy and psychology, science, coding, and you follow this design thinking process, create a final project.
My inquiry lab is called Ontology and the Nature of Reality. I am currently reading Aristotle because what we're doing right now is taking a look at pre-Socratic philosophers, ancient Greek people, and studying what they thought, their takes on metaphysics, their takes on reality. And we are trying to form our own opinions.
The lab is called Natural Lifestyles, and the design challenge is redesigning everyday items using traditional practices. Zan came to me with the idea of he wanted to make ice cream healthier. And so we've got a stevia plant, and we're going to try to figure out how to do an extraction of sugar from the stevia plant.
The relationship between the advisors and the students is, I think, one of the best things about this school that you wouldn't get at a regular school. We truly believe that the advisors here have our backs, especially our own advisors.
Everyone is so kind and so nice. When I came here, I felt so welcome, so accepted.
So I interned at Malum Architecture Firm in Seattle in sophomore year, and it was really impactful for me just because it gave me a really good inside view into what an architect does, not just maybe designing and drawing stuff, but really engaging with the community and asking what the community needs, which is something I had no idea happened.
I think the internship program through Gibson Ek is one of the most, if not the most valuable part. I've had some courses that are almost entirely project-based, and some of my peers struggle with, I don't know, if our deadlines aren't super strict, and what do you mean I just have to go out and kind of meet these loose guidelines, and I have to go out and talk to community members, and it's too hard if there's no assignments and telling us what to do, and I'm like, this is great, I love this.
Going into freshman year at Cal Poly, I think compared to other students, I did have an advantage, mostly in preparing for classes and in time management. Because with Gibson Ek, you have your own projects, you're setting your own goals, you're managing multiple projects, and that's what it's like in college.
I'm just so beyond grateful for the network that I've been able to build, for the people who dared to make this school possible,
because it's totally different. And it's wonderful and amazing, and it's totally an adventure to be here and to work through those hard moments and look back and feel proud of the work that I've done. Just because I created the project, I created the parameters, I did something that I knew was going to be hard for me, but I knew that if I created the project like that, I was going to learn so much. And sometimes I'd have like a dip in motivation, but I knew that someone was counting on me because our impact in the world extends beyond just the bubble of our school.
It's given me the opportunity to hold on to my passions and really grow them. And it's helped me to become a more powerful learner and more confident in myself.
I was 4.0 GPA throughout all middle school, but here I feel like I'm succeeding not just on paper and not just in an academic sense, but I've never experienced an environment where I actively wanted to get up every day and go to school. And that is like groundbreaking to me.
Gibson Ek really taught me how to work hard and value the process of learning rather than the end product.
It has been the best decision I've made in my life so far. I've found who I am and I've found my voice.
One thing I would say is you should just give it a try. If you do like it and it works well for you, it's going to be like the best decision ever. It's going to set you up really well for the future.